Well, commiserations, Gary.
Yeah.
Football's a cruel game, and it must be very disappointing to get beaten at the death like that.
Yeah, it is, of course. I thought first half we governed, we played some very, very good football. We bossed the midfield, we were creating opportunities, 2 or 3 long-range shots, and things weren't quite going our way. But very pleased, certainly with the first 45 minutes. I think it was, as I say, for long periods and half, we totally dominated. Probably a little bit unlucky to come in at 0-0. Second half, I thought that the game opened up more, and Torquay got back in the game, but I thought the back line were defending very well and dealing with everything they had to. And you look at the clock there, and 90 minutes is up, and that's when, probably before that, John, you have opportunities to shut the game out and take half a loaf really and take a point home, which would have been a very good point, because they have been on a run where they hadn't lost the 7 games, and we had an opportunity 5 or 10 yards outside our box where we had possession, but we tried to be a little bit clever, I'm afraid, and give the ball away in respect of our first touch, and then not giving a free kick, and ball's landed up in the back of the net, and that happens. We had a late goal against Dartford where we got something out of the game, and that point where we got against Dartford down at Kingfield earlier in the season has been given back really to Torquay. So disappointed, but a tremendous run. I always was aware that a good run was going to come to an end, but to take 21 points out of 30, and when I look back on it over the period of 10 games, and in the manner and some of the football we've played, and where we are, probably even tonight, probably sitting up there in the top 4 or 5 in the league, even though it's early in the season. I know that and I respect that, but I think we've started to show really that we are a very hard team to beat now.
And Gary, you also must take a big positive from tonight. Obviously Torquay are on a tremendous run, they're dangerous opponents at home, and yet for large periods of this game you went toe to toe with them.
I think we bossed it, to be honest with you. You say we went toe to toe, I think we bossed it. I think we dominated the first half totally. I think it was all one way really. We changed it around a little bit, they couldn't live with it, they couldn't handle it, but we just didn't have sometimes that final pass or that quality what we needed. But 2 or 3 very good long range shots I think there was there from Joey Jones and Josh Payne, and other days they land up in the top corner. But like I say, we've got beaten tonight. That happens, but as I say, the dressing room is a little bit disappointed, but it's a great game to have on Saturday to go straight back into away at Bristol Rovers.
And again, no Mark Ricketts tonight, but Mike Sester came in and he was magnificent, wasn't he?
Done very well, and they have, him and Joe McNerney, and whatever we play across the back line, we've done very well, John. We've done very, very well as a team, and collectively, and as I say, we'd be disappointed, the boys are disappointed with a late goal, but as I say, over 10 games, to have 21 points out of 30 and win 6 and draw 3 out of them first 10 games, great achievement.
And Gary, you've probably had runs in the past. Do you find that when the run comes to an end, it's more difficult to pick the team up again? What's your experience?
I think you learn a great deal about your players, John, really. I think that, the good thing about it, you ain't got no time to feel sorry for yourself, or you should feel sorry for yourself. It's a great game to go in on Saturday. You couldn't ask for a better game when the fixtures come out at the start of the season, when the biggest crowd pulling team in the league, ex-Football League club, Bristol Rovers, you're going to visit them on Saturday, where there'll be probably 6,000-7,000 fans. So, we have to push on with that game. But as I say, as much as I'm, disappointed in one way at the moment, I'm very proud of where we are, and we have to prepare for another good run, hopefully.
Lovely, thank you very much, Gary. Safe journey home.